Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have come to the final example 4, which says that find the vertices, foci, and asymptotes of the hyperbola, and you are given a general equation like this. And finally, you need to sketch the graph. Okay, so in this case, we need to complete the square in x and also in y in order for us to find the information from the equation given. So let's start. Let's write the equation: 4x squared minus y squared minus 24x minus 4y plus 16 equal to 0. So let us separate the x variable on one side and also the y variable on another side. And the constant, we can put it on your right hand side. So let's look here. This is a very important step for us to separate the x and also the y. So now you can see that you have minus in front of y squared. So what you need to do is we need to factorize out minus. This is very important because in the equation of hyperbola, you have a minus sign in front of the second term. That's why we need to factorize minus out. So let's see now, you have this shape. We have factorized out minus outside. Be careful, this is also factorized out, so now this becomes plus. So before you complete the square, we need to eliminate the first term, which is not 1 here. So let us factorize it outside. So this will become x squared minus 6x. So when the coefficient of the first term is 1, therefore we are ready to complete the square. So let me write all the bracket here so that this will be easy for us to complete the square after this. So let us start to complete the square. So this is x squared, so square root the first term, and then this one you need to divide by 2, so this will become minus 3. So let's try to open it back. Square the first, we have it here. 2 times times, minus 6x, we have it here. Square the last is plus 9. So plus 9 is the extra term. We don't want this extra term, so minus it back. Let's focus here to complete the square. Y squared, square root the first. This will become y, and then divide plus 4 by 2, so this will become plus 2. Let's try to open it back. Square the first, yes, we have it. 2 times times, we have that term. But for square the last is plus 4. So this is an extra term. We don't have it, so let's minus it back. So now we have finished. Complete the square. So now let's multiply 4 inside here first. So it becomes 4x minus 3 squared minus 36 minus y plus 2 squared plus 4. So be careful when you open up this one, you need to multiply it correctly. So this is equal to minus 16. So now let us arrange everything. The x squared is there. The completed y is here. And let's bring all of the constant to your right hand side. So this will become 16. So now let's focus on this constant here. We need to make sure this is equal to 1. So what we should do is divide everything by itself. So divide by 16. Therefore, let's conclude our answer right now. This is x minus 3 squared over 4 minus y plus 2 squared over 16 equal to 1. So now this is the equation of your hyperbola. So now, what is the information that we can get from this equation? Therefore, in order to find it, let us compare with the general equation here. So first thing first, we can find our center, HK. Therefore, your center HK now is equal to 3 minus 2. Next, let's compare our A squared. A squared is 4. Therefore, your A is equal to 2. So keep the information there. Next, let's compare with B squared. B squared is 16. Therefore, your B is equal to 4. After we got A and B, therefore, we can calculate what is our C. Let's use Pythagorean theorem, C squared equal to A squared plus B squared. So, your C is equal to, this is 4, B squared is 16, C is square root of 20. Therefore, using all of this information, right now let us straight away sketch our graph. So let's draw our x-axis, let us draw our y-axis, x and also y, and our origin. Let's fill in our first center point, which is 3 minus 2. Let me box here. Okay, let me box it here. So center is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2. So let's write center 3 minus 2. Alright, so next let us straight away find the vertices. So the distance between your center and also vertices is 2. Okay, so let's go to the right, and then let's go to the left. Therefore, your vertices here, V1 is here, and another vertices, V2 is here. Let us name it. V1 now is equal to 1 minus 2. V2 now is equal to 5 minus 2. So we have finished graphing the vertices. Let's now find the foci. So from the center towards your foci, the distance is C here, square root of 20. So square root of 20 is about 4.5 units. So let's go back around C distance, and let's go to the right around your C distance. So your new point will be somewhere here and somewhere here. F1. So from the center, 3 minus 2, you have to go to the left by 20 units. So let's write the coordinate 3 minus 20 comma minus 2. Another one, F2 here is equal to 3 plus 20 comma minus 2. So now we have finished finding the coordinate of vertices and also the foci. Let us now find the equation of co-vertices. Okay, so we need to utilize the value of b here. The value of b is 4. So from your center, let's go to the conjugate axis, go up by 4, and also let's go down by 4. So let us go up by 4 units, and let's go down by 4 units. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to connect the point in order for us to find the asymptote. So from your vertices, go up and down as much as 4 units because that is your P, and then connect the dots. Now let us find our asymptote line. So let's connect these two edges here. Make sure we go through the point of center and expand it outside. Okay, and then connect these two edges here. Make sure you go through the center and expand it outside. Okay, when we look at the graph here, we know that this is a hyperbola with transverse axis parallel to x-axis. So how do we know? Because the first term now is x. Okay, so we know that this graph is opening right and left. Therefore, let us graph it. So let's graph it now. From your vertices, go up and down. Make sure you follow your asymptote. So now this is your final graph. Let us recap again. When we have complete this square here, we can find the general equation of our hyperbola. So since the first term is x, we know that its transverse axis is parallel to our x-axis. So the graph will open right and left. So from here, we can compare with the general equation. We can find our center. We can find our a from here. We can find our b from denominator here. Alright, then using a and b, we can use the formula, Pythagorean theorem, to find the value of c. So c is square root 20, or it is about 4.5 units. So using all of this information, straight away open your x-axis, y-axis, and origin. Put in our center. Put in our vertices following the value of a. Put in our foci following the value of c. And we can find our co-vertices following the value of b. So the value of b now, let me write here, is 4. So we have finished following the value of b. Therefore, we can find our co-vertices. When we have found our co-vertices, we can connect the dots from the vertices. From our vertices, we travel to the distance of b, going up and going down, then connect all the dots. So let's connect the edges here, going through our center. So this is the first asymptote with positive slope. And the second one, connect these two edges here, go through your center. So this is another asymptote with negative slope. So we have finished finding the graph, and also we have given out all of the coordinates that are needed, which are the center, vertices, and also foci. The final step we need to do is we need to find the equation of asymptote. So since this is a hyperbola with transverse axis parallel to x-axis, our general equation of asymptote is y minus k equal to plus minus b over a x minus h. So let us substitute our k, substitute b over a, and substitute our value of h. So now let us find the equation. So put in our k is minus 2. So this becomes y plus 2 equal to plus minus, put in our b, 4, put in our a, 2, and put in our h, which is 3. So let us simplify the equation. It is y plus 2 equal to plus minus 2x minus 3. Therefore, this is the final equation of our asymptote. Let's name our asymptote here. For positive asymptote, this is y plus 2 equal to 2x minus 3. While for the negative asymptote here, let's rename it as y plus 2 equal to negative 2x minus 3. Therefore, this is the final answer of this example, where we have to do the completing square in order to find the equation. We find the center ABC. We graph it. We give the coordinate of center, vertices, and also foci. And finally, we give the equation of asymptote. This is for the positive asymptote. This is for the negative asymptote. So that's the end for the topic hyperbola. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.